Today I'm telling you the 3 red flags you should know when working with a fitness professional or program. Here we go. I've been a physical therapist and a Pilates teacher for 23 years, and I have seen it all. I've seen the good and I've seen the bad in fitness professionals and online programs and fitness programs out there. So I want to talk to you today about the 3 red flags that you should look for and be aware of when working with a fitness or exercise professional or program. The first red flag to be aware of is when a program or a person is making a blanket statement or promise about the results that you're going to see in their program. And many times this relates to aesthetics. So what I mean is promises such as lose 10 pounds in 10 days, or get that bikini body for summer, or flatten your stomach in 10 weeks. Blanket statements and promises like that are always a big red flag to me because we simply can't make those promises. Everybody is different, and if you go in with that idea of, I can definitely get that, I'm going to lose those 10 pounds in the amount of time they told me I'm going to, if you go in with that idea and then you don't make it or you don't get to that goal, you're going to feel like you failed. And that is what I want to avoid, because it's not about you, it's about the program. We simply can't make those promises because every single person is different and there's so many mitigating factors that come into it. So for me, I'm going to make you promises such as, you're going to feel seen. You're going to feel heard. I'm going to treat you like an individual. I'm going to help you feel strong in the body you have in the season of life that you're in. I'm going to give you options in different times of life. I'm going to give you different workouts that you can do at home for different injuries, those kind of things. Those are the promises that I like to make people. Things that I can deliver as a professional, no matter the results that we see. And then yes, I'm going to hope that you see certain results, but I'm going to help you get there and not assume that you did something wrong if you don't get to this blanket statement that I made. So in my opinion, you should always watch out for any program, online marketing, in-person fitness professional who's making these really big blanket promises that can't necessarily be reached. The second red flag I want you to be aware of is any kind of verbiage or imaging that's making you feel afraid or ashamed. And so let me tell you about that a little bit. One thing is feeling fear around movement. And I see this all the time, especially as a physical therapist. I have clients who come to me with certain injuries, maybe a prolapse, maybe postpartum and trying to exercise after giving birth. And they come to me and say, oh, this person told me I can never lift weights ever again. And I say, nope, I'm here to change that for you. That is fear-based, and it's not science or research-based either. So if you're going somewhere and that person becomes afraid of your injury and then uses fear to you to say, nope, you can never do that ever again. You can never lift weights. You can never do this or this. That's a red flag for you to go see maybe a healthcare professional, see your doctor, see a physical therapist, see what your real options are, because most of the time that's not going to be true. There are always going to be options. So don't ever let someone use fear in that way to make you afraid to move. I never want you to be afraid to move. Yes, you might need some guidance for sure for injuries. I have a full postpartum program because I do believe there's a really safe way to get back to exercise when you do have prolapse or pelvic floor issues or any kind of injuries like that. There are going to be things you need to be aware of, but saying that you can never do that ever again, or using that idea of fear to make you afraid to move, that is absolutely a red flag. You should never be afraid to move your body. And the other piece to that is anything that makes you feel shame or makes you feel defeated or discouraged. If you followed me for a while, you know this is a big one for me. I want you to feel encouraged. I want you to feel empowered. So if you're hearing verbiage such as, no excuses, right? Or just sweat it out, or no pain, no gain, or you've just never done it right before. If you're hearing verbiage such as that, that's a red flag for you. That is using shame-based tactics to get you to move, which is never a good thing. So don't let yourself feel ashamed in any way, shape, or form. So if you're seeing someone, or again, you're in a program and any kind of images or verbiage are making you feel that way, take it as a red flag and see what other options are out there. And then the final red flag that I want to talk about today is going through a program or seeing a professional who doesn't give you options for that day or for your needs or for your season of life. You should be allowed to rest if you need to rest. You should be allowed to change up the movement if you need to for yourself. You should be allowed to do a different amount of reps if you need to. You should be given opportunities to change things depending on your needs. So if it is a program that is just, again, one size fits all, that might work for some people. So that piece isn't necessarily the red flag. The red flag comes when you are not given an option or an opportunity or the encouragement to change it up. So let's say you're in a class in real life, in person, and a certain movement isn't accessible to you. That teacher should give you a myriad of other options for that movement. Or if you're choosing an option that's better for you, they should encourage that or come by and ask questions. If you're told that you can't rest or you can't do a certain modification or a certain variation, that's where the red flag comes in. A good teacher or fitness professional should always have options for you. Maybe it's using props, maybe it's a different class. It might even be that you're in a certain advanced class that doesn't work great for you. That teacher should recognize that and talk to you at the end to give you opportunities and invite you to other classes that might be better for you. Or it might even be that that certain exercise modality isn't the best. That's what's happened to me with my pelvic floor issues. There are some types of exercise that just are never going to be accessible to me. But a good teacher would then help me find something that is better for me. They would never make me feel, again, ashamed or discouraged about not being able to do it. So being given other opportunities sometimes means, again, just encouraging you to rest, to find your own needs, to find a modification of the movement, to use a prop as needed, such as sitting on a chair or using a towel, anything like that. And sometimes it's simply helping you find the next option of another class on the schedule or another online opportunity or doing a one-on-one virtual session. I always have those that I offer to my clients. If they're not feeling great about workouts I offer, I say, hey, we can do a one-on-one online virtual session where I can really look at how you move and help you find another program or another workout I have that might be better suited for you right now. So again, that big third red flag is really about that teacher or program making sure that you feel seen and heard in your needs and empowering you to have agency over your body to choose the version that's right for you, and then helping guide you in that choice and giving you options to progress after that. So to review, the top 3 red flags I want you to keep in mind about fitness professionals or workout programs, whether in person or online, are 1, those big blanket promises about results that you will see. Remember, results are going to change per individual depending on so many factors about your own individual situation. So those blanket promises are a red flag. Look instead for promises such as, we are going to take care of your needs and listen to what you need on any given day. We're going to give you options for the movement that you need and your body, and we're going to help support you along the way. Those are the promises that really matter. The number 2 red flag to look for is anything that makes you feel fear around movement or shame around movement. You should never feel discouraged or defeated or fearful when it comes to movement. You should instead come away feeling encouraged and empowered. So really look to how a person or a statement or some of those marketing statements make you feel about a certain exercise program. And then the number 3 red flag is not being given any options for a variation of movements that you might need. So again, making sure someone or a program is encouraging you to find the movement or variation or modification or class that's right for you, and then giving you direction and options to help you find those. Please remember that movement should feel good in your body. You should be given the tools that you need to find a movement program that is right for you, wherever you are on any given day in any season of life. So I encourage you to keep looking to find that, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and as always, thank you for being here. I'll talk to you soon.